How did you guys make out, this goes back to an earlier question, how did you guys make out with having Thanksgiving during the week of playoffs? It always interests me knowing that football is such a routine thing that the day-to-day stuff, you throw Thanksgiving in there and it really has to be a curveball to you in your normal day-to-day routine.
Yeah, that our Sunday night meeting, I mean, we normally meet like 6 to midnight. And I say that to people, they're like, you what? But like, we try to get a grip on the week. And even though we've been doing this for a long time, we still find ourselves there, at 11, 12 o'clock. And so it becomes kind of like the, have a little food and watch film and discuss what we're going to do through the week. So this past week, it was a little more intense because we had to put a schedule together.
Mm-hmm.
And, most of the days were pretty normal, but Thursday was, something we had to work out. We have a team meal every week.
Mm-hmm.
So, this week we had pizza and wings, and that had to be on a lunch. We set up 2 practices over at Lycoming College on the turf, to get the kids acclimated to turf, which I thought was huge. I thought we really, we didn't skip a beat there, and because we have the natural grass at our stadium. So, those things all had to be worked out. The Thursday night meal was not on Thursday; it was now a Friday lunch at noon, and then bringing the kids in on Saturday morning. We didn't play till Saturday night. Posed some things where we had, some donuts and muffins and things of that nature, and then went out and did a few things on the field and came in and watched some film. But that was different. But I think now reflecting, it was really fun.
Yeah.
I think the kids enjoyed it. They were all, attendance was good. We might have had 1 or 2 kids that went away. Their parents had prior commitments, and if parents are leaving town, there's really nothing we can do, and I support that as well. So, what it is, it is.
Mm-hmm.
So overall, it was pretty good. I'd say that we passed the test. It was a good score.
How excited are the kids to be in this position, being in the state semifinal, the Final Four of the state? Like all the teams that are in single A, you guys are one of 4 teams standing.
Yeah, that's really cool. I have kids. We ran a little Pop Warner camp years ago, and these kids were part of that. So we have like a big picture of the attendance, and you can still see some of these kids that are there, and they were just little kids.
Yeah.
And
that's amazing to see them on the list then and seeing what they are today. That's really
now they're seniors, and my one lineman, Chris Confer, I love him so much, and his mom, and we're all so close, and he's a big 280, 90-pound tackle for me, and to see him now and the process he's gone through. He's got like a big bushy beard, but he still has that face of that little kid.
Yep.
That's really special. And he said it best, to answer your question. It's just surreal to these kids because, they always heard about the standard, because, the brag-alongs and we've had, 10, 12 All-Staters, and, we've been blessed with championships and so on and so forth. The standard was always something that they kind of got driven into their head, and it wasn't a standard that I set. It's a standard that the previous players set. And at South Williamsport, if you become All-State, they put a big picture of you in the hallway. So there's a corner down by the gym where a lot of our guys are, and so like that aura is always there. Those guys' faces, those 12 guys, those faces are always there. And I take the young kids up, as guys come into the program. Our weight room's down below, so I always take the new kids up, and I'm like, boy, wouldn't you guys like to be up here someday? So there's always a motivation.
Oh, yeah.
And right now, for those kids to have run the course to where they're one of 4 teams, it's kind of surreal to them because, you know, they've become the standard.
Mm-hmm.
I will now show film, like I show film of this is how the defense is supposed to be run. I can now show their film. This is how the offense is done.
Yep.
I can now say, this is Chris Confer. This is how a tackle's supposed to play.
Yep.
That's powerful.
Oh, yeah.
And it's special. So yeah, it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Always selling, right?
Absolutely.
To try
You're never
to
resting on your
survive.
laurels.
No.
You're always reaching.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, reaching
because when you
for-
sit on your laurels, it's over.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think, you know, adversity, even in the coaching industry, I mean, sometimes success hurts you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have to kind of fall and eat some crow to
Yep.
kind of improve it too. So,
Now, looking back, you lost to Canton and Muncie earlier in the year. Do you think that was a big pro or a big con? Now that you look back at it,
yeah, in our development of this team, it was definitely a needed thing because we had to get over the hump of, you know, realizing that you can do this.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, you know, the Canton game, the kids, you know, were very nervous. And, you know, I always tell them, you know, these losses are on me. I'm the one that, you know, and I try to tell them I should have done this, 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 and this.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that becomes powerful because if it's always blamed on them, it's just, you know, it's like,
Yeah.
hey, you got to take some responsibility, coach.
Mm-hmm.
So I always try to take that route and, you know, what can I do better? What can the staff do better to prepare you? So I think really, you know, those two losses were on me, and I think we went back and we kind of looked at the film and how did we, you know, how can we improve? How can we prepare better? And I think some of the things that we figured out, the kids figured out, and the outcomes were better.
Mm-hmm.
So they're definitely playing better.
Oh yeah.
And, you know, we made some changes with practice. We made some changes, you know, within how we were doing things, and it's really paid dividends. So the kids have done nothing but stay committed, and you know,
Yeah.
they're making it happen.
Yep. That's awesome. Do you have anything you'd like to add or say to the fans of high school football that will be seeing this video? Because there's not many. You don't get much chance to sit in front of a camera and talk just one-on-one to the people watching.
Yeah, I would just like to just say to everybody that's out there, I mean, most coaches, they're not doing this in high school, number one, for the money or the pay. I mean,
That's for sure.
you know, they're doing it because they love to
They have a passion.
to be a mentor. They like, you know, they understand. I always talk with my fourth graders about empathy, you know, knowing how someone feels and then kind of, you know, feeling that and then understanding it and helping them, whether it's good or bad. I think, you know, that's our business, where we're trying to, you know, make the world a better place.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to take these youngsters, my staff's trying to take these youngsters, all the coaches across the state and the country, you know, they're trying to help people be better people.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, if you can win some games along the way, it makes it even better. But we all know we're not gonna, you know, there's gonna be a winner on the scoreboard, a loser on the scoreboard. So, you know, understand the hours that are put in. Yeah, I like I said, you know, when I tell people, just our meeting on Sunday nights from 6 to midnight, you know, they look at me like, are you serious? And, you know, I leave and we're there, you know, we all have lives. We have, you know, significant others, we have children, we have commitments. But from that 6 to midnight, we're doing football. We're committing to the community, to the school, and
You're
you know,
sacrificing your free time.
Yeah, those boys.
Yep.
So, you know, we're always trying to do what we can do. I mean, if there's something that we can do to help somebody, you know, we do it, whether it be with rides. I mean, 5 or 6 kids, this is a good one. You know, when I say we literally give you the shirt off our back, and I hold this stuff in my pocket for later use
Mm-hmm.
to try to motivate, but like, it rained on Tuesday. Well, we practiced inside. Well, 6 kids showed up in flip-flops and, you know, clogs, and they didn't have sneakers. Now, I could have done one of two things. I could have went crazy, but that wouldn't have helped the situation. So luckily, I mean, I live right next door, so I called my wife. I said, can you bring me every sneaker we have? And she brought over a big garbage bag with 10 pairs of sneakers. And luckily, you know, all the kids got sneakers. We went up and practiced. At the end of practice, they brought them back, and I put them back in the bag, and, you know, I'm probably wearing a pair. So, you know, these are the things people don't see.
Yeah.
And, you know, when we say we're in this for the right reasons, we're truly in it for the right reasons.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not always gonna make the correct call. We're not always gonna, you know, do the right thing, but we're gonna try to.
Yep.
And, you know, if you guys can understand that makes it even better. So, I know we had a lot of support Saturday from the community, from the whole Williamsport area.
Yep.
You know, there were thousands of people at the game. I mean, the roar of the crowd is something that, you know, you live for. And I tell the guys, that's why you
play this game.
Lift all those weights and run all those gassers and do all the things you do for special times like this.
Yep. We at PA Football News would like to thank you for your time and always being good to us over the years. We are looking forward to working with you for many years to come as well.
Thank you.
Like, you sacrificing your time to be here so I can interview you is priceless, because it's just an amazing thing. And I'd like to thank everybody that watches. Thanks for watching, and thanks for viewing PA Football News. And we'll see Chris on the sideline Friday night playing Steelton High. Where are you playing at?
We're down at Shamokin, 7 o'clock.
Shamokin High School. If you're not doing anything, go check out a great single A football game. I'd like to thank everybody. This is Lindsey Bennett and Chris Eisworth. Thanks for watching.
Lindsay, thank you very much.